Welcome back. We're with Chef Randall, and a couple of questions. They popped up as we were into break. First of all, the noodles that you mentioned, because when I first heard you mention that, was doing a double take because I was thinking of the spaghetti noodles, and obviously this isn't that. So explain the difference.
So I'm sorry if I took that for granted. That it's what I'm thinking is like a lasagna noodle.
Okay.
Yeah. So kind of cutting in that same shape that you would have a lasagna noodle. Now you can still see here too is that we're getting some of that sweating, and what we want to do is we just want to kind of go and purge that, or you want to collect that purge by just dabbing it, and then we would go ahead and turn it over and do it again. Now the reason I have it on the rack is to keep it up off a surface so that it isn't pooling in that water.
And why is the moisture something you want off?
Because it's going to, it's going to affect the texture of that product.
Okay.
And then also helping that, take some of that bitterness out of it as well. So it's kind of a two thing, a texture thing and a bitterness thing.
Also, the commercial break wasn't that long, but there has been a period of time. How long have we been baking our...
Are you grilling?
Grilling.
So we grilled it approximately 2 to 3 minutes aside.
Okay.
Depends on how hot that grill is. But just enough to mark it and get a nice little cook, but I don't want to cook it too hard, too fast. So probably like a medium heat, about 2 to 3 minutes per side.
Are these ready to eat?
Well, no, because we've got to make our sauce yet.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, so I'm going to have you stir. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and
take the label off. We talked about that.
Stickers. We have to have that on our food, I guess. All right, so what I do is I take a tomato and then I kind of just squish out the seeds and the pulp. So now what I have is just kind of like that.
Okay.
And this is what I consider is what I call a fresh tomato sauce. And you'll see what I mean by that in just a second here. So I use a box grater. So there we go. I use a box grater and I basically just get the pulp. So here I am just getting that nice pulp. And you wouldn't believe how nicely concentration that is of tomato. So the Spanish do this. They do this a lot. They have a very famous bread and tomato tapas called, pan and tomato. It's tomato and bread. Crazy.
I think most people at home they do up the whole tomato.
Right. But now here we got just that nice little pulp.
Okay.
All right. And I'm going to have you season that with a little salt and pepper. I'm going to grab this little... Yep, that's good. Now give me a little olive oil, just a little olive oil there. And I'm going to just do a little microplane of some garlic. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and stir that together. Oops, right, there you go.
I notice that so far, the recipes that we've worked on, there isn't anything exotic that you've brought into the kitchen. Everything you have is something I've seen before.
Not really, not super complicated. I think this is a really good example of just when you see things like from Spain or see things from Italy, and how simple these antipasti, tapas type style dishes are. Now, what we want to do is just take some of our nice fresh tomato and put it right on top.
Oh, yes.
So we'll do that for you here so you can try it. And then what we're going to do, just give you away. Oh, we're not done yet.
Really?
Hold on to it, sis.
Sorry.
And then we're going to give it a little dry oregano. And then we'll give it another little bit of olive oil. Just a little bit, a little drizzle. And there we go. Give that a try. So the eggplant's kind of like bread. It's almost like a bruschetta.
That's really good.
Isn't that great? Mm-hmm. Super fresh, super simple, all vegetables. Think of the nutrients. I mean, I hate to sell like that because really again, these are things that I would love to have on my patio with cocktails with friends, especially now with the weather getting so nice as it is.
This is something I want to try at home.
There you go.
Yeah, this is very good.
Good.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, like I said, this recipe and many, many others can be found on our website. Just simply go to valleynewslive.com. They're all there. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And thank you for joining us.